Hi there, this is David and welcome back to Let's Play the Legend of Heroes Treasure Cold Steel 3. Today it's nighttime and we're going to be going around and talking to people who are up because we're all insomniacs.
I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, you and George really saved my bacon that time.
Huh. Must be Angelica and Toa. Yeah, it's been a while for them.
Is that Reen I sense lurking out there?
Oh? Why don't you come in, silly?
Guilty as charged. Yeah, no kidding. When did she get the sixth sense? Oh, cool. Well, you did go all the way around the country. Oh, okay. So Angelica must also know Kilika, because they're both Tai-Tao practitioners, aren't they? And wasn't Zin also a practitioner? I'm pretty sure he was. Something about, like, they trained under the same master, but then, like, Zin killed... I don't know, there was something going on. It's been ages. It was like they were both after Kilika, but Kilika was the master's daughter, and there was two people that Zin was training with, and the other guy, Zin ended up killing him, or I don't know, something like that. Who knows? It's been a minute. Oh, yeah, we've heard a lot about that. I wonder if we're going to get an arc over there. Or maybe if after, like, all of Western Zemuria is done, then, like, the whole, after Calvard and Arteria and Northumbria and Uri and all these other places, and it's all done, then maybe they'll wrap it all up and they'll have another, like, they'll start up another, like, Trails in the Sky sort of thing over in Eastern Zemuria. That'd be kind of cool. Oh wow, a year and a half, man. Yeah, it would just take way too long. That's right, he did talk about that. No kidding. Well, we can only do so much. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, if Western Zemuria has this technology, I would imagine that Eastern Zemuria would have the technology as well. Through trade routes and all that kind of stuff. Oh, maybe. I wonder if that's foreshadowing something. Like, 20 years in the future, whenever this arc is done, and then, like, the Eastern Zemuria arc is done, and then there's, like, one last game that combines all the heroes from all the various arcs into, like, one huge overarching Zemuria thing on, like, PlayStation 10 or something, Who knows? That'd be kind of neat. I would like that. Okay. So now, if you go into here, well, I guess it would be if you went into, the third car and talked to somebody in there.
Why are you...
Something like that.
Huh, what's going on out there? Anyway, if you went inside that third car and you talked to somebody, you wouldn't get some extra dialogue. And thank you to Crimson Striker for telling me this, because otherwise I would have no idea. You want to go outside and see this event first before exploring the rest of the train cars. Take my word on it. It's not that big of a deal, it's just like 2 extra lines of dialogue, but it is there.
That's enough, Claire. Though you have the Chancellor's protection, your actions today are only going to come back to bite you.
You don't understand, Michael. Show
Who's
yourself.
What's going on with these two? What are you guys talking about? Care to shed some light on the situation? We didn't mean to eavesdrop. Oh, what happened 10 years ago? They must have known each other for a long time if he's talking about something from 10 years ago. Yeah, bye, girl. Oh, sure, I guess. Oh. Are you gonna be nice to me this time? I hope so.
Michael, Major Irving, is my cousin.
Seriously?
He was born Michael Revelt.
You're kidding. Yeah, no wonder.
We were, once. But 10 years ago, he took his mother's surname and abandoned the name Revelt. It was after I had the man who took my family away executed. That man was my uncle. His father.
Holy crap.
Perhaps you're familiar with the Revelt Company? They're known for making musical instruments. Well, they were originally located in St. Arc. My father was the president, and my uncle the vice president. The company was doing well, but more importantly, our family was happy. Until an horrible car accident. There weren't many of them on the roads back then. A stolen truck crashed into us. Then its driver disappeared into the night. In the end, they never found him. It became a cold case. My parents and my little brother died in that accident. But by some miracle, I survived, and my uncle's family took me in. After my father's death, my uncle took control of the company. Though I was grateful to him for taking me in, I couldn't help but ask myself, why was I the only one to survive? Soon after that, while looking through my father's things, I found the account books. Flipping through them, I noticed something strange. The Revelt Company prided itself on offering high-quality, carefully crafted instruments at an affordable price. But certain entries showed unbelievable spikes in profits. I had a feeling something was wrong, so I looked a little deeper. Each account book I read put things in starker relief. At last, I realized what my uncle had been doing right under my father's nose. He was making a fortune selling cheap, mass-produced instruments from abroad under the Revelt Company name. He even had the gall to commission a product he could sell as Maestro class to scam people out of even more money. I knew Father must have noticed his brother's wrongdoing and planned to question him. But before he could, the accident took his life. When I confronted my uncle about this, he was surprisingly candid. You've got no proof. And if you did have any, I've got several powerful nobles ready to back me up should it come to that. Even if you talk, the most suspicious part of that accident is that you're the lone survivor. Good luck getting anyone to listen to you. I was angry, yes. But more than that, I was heartbroken. I didn't know what to do with myself. Until he showed up.
I was a friend of your father's in military school. I thought the accident seemed peculiar. Do forgive me for allowing you to suffer for so long on your own.
Somehow, he knew the truth behind the accident, but the fact that I knew took him aback for a moment. Until he said,
You have a gift, enhanced cognition. It allows you to grasp every detail, great or small, of any given situation in an instant. It must have awakened during the accident. I was going to mete out the murderer's punishment myself, but I've changed my mind. You have the means and the ability. Why not use them to avenge your family?
I was petrified when I heard this, lost. All I could see were the smiling faces of my parents and my beloved little brother. That's when I decided to take His Excellency's advice. I gathered every last scrap of evidence I could find against my uncle. I laid everything bare. The plot, the motive, the cover-up, the perpetrator. I had too much evidence to be silenced. I made my voice louder and louder until it reached Marquis Higharm's ears. Soon after, the nobles protecting my uncle stepped aside. My uncle's judgment was swift, harsh, and fair. He was put to death for his actions. I had my revenge. But it came at a price. I lost my family and my hometown. As soon as the company was in my control, I gave the rights to a longtime employee. All so I could enroll in the military academy suggested by His Excellency. All so I could enroll in Thor's.
Wow, no kidding. But then again, like, the Chancellor was kind of an asshole because he forced Claire to do his dirty work. You know, I mean, Osborne was gonna kill the guy, and then he was like, no, you do it, and have your entire family hate you. Like, that's kind of sadistic.
You're right. It was sheer coincidence that we both joined the RMP, but he's always looked out for me, both as a superior officer and as a colleague. Not that I've ever felt like I deserved it. I gave in to my desire for vengeance and mercilessly sent my own uncle to his death. 10 years ago, my aunt and my cousins cursed my name as I robbed them of the man they loved. I imagine they must still hate me for what I did.
I would think so, yeah. I guess. I don't know. That is kind of true. Oh.
Rain. Oh, you really are too kind. To be perfectly honest, you remind me of my brother. Emile. His name was Emile. If he were alive, I think he'd be about your age.
Oh. Oh.
Thank you for hearing me out. But I think tonight is the last time I'll compare you to my brother. It's disrespectful. Both to him and to the man you've become. Good night, Rain. Sweet dreams.
Oh, that was really sweet. How awkward for Rain, though, getting kissed by Claire like that. Huh. And Emile. Have I heard that name before? It sounds familiar to me. And not just because of, Symphonia Dawn of the New World. It just sounds... I don't know, like I feel like I've heard that name before. Is there anybody outside? No, there's not. And that will come into play because as far as NPC dialogue at this moment in time, there really is none to be had. Can I open up this door? Yeah, because once you go back inside... Oh. Okay, can I open up this door? Really? Seriously? Yeah, once you go back inside, you really can't come out here. Is this the door that's open? Thank you! Man. And as far as going inside of these cars here, they're all pretty much locked. So, yeah, don't worry about NPC dialogue during this time, because there, like I said, there really isn't any. But we do have Sara. Is she giving shots of whiskey? What are you having? Again, make sure that you talk to Claire before talking to Sara. Again, it's not that big of a deal, but you do get a little bit of extra dialogue by doing so. Oh.
It's spiritus. Liquor from Northumbria. Said to be the strongest drink in the world. Guess it's kinda hard to get much stronger than 96% though, huh?
No kidding. Yeah.
Right? I knew you'd be able to appreciate it. Never thought the day'd come when I'd get to talk with you over drinks like this. That new Class 7 of yours? They're a good bunch of kids.
Oh, they really are. Surprised that she's not drinking beer, though.
They're all pretty unique kids, just like you guys were. But I know things will work out for you. I mean, come on. They were all so worried about you, they ran headlong after you.
Yeah.
You already knew, didn't you? Who those purple Jaegers are.
I had an inkling about how they were thankful to Reen.
That's so. Guess I've still got a ways to go myself in that case.
Oh, yeah. But you saved a bunch of people. That was good. Oh, yeah, but you did what you could.
That's a nice little scenario, Reen. But you know it's a load of bull, don't you? The annexation of Northumbria was done under the Imperial government's orders. Way I hear it, General Le Guin agreed to take the place over to keep the provincial armies from being disbanded. The outcome was decided from the start. In the middle of that farce of a war, you managed to save the lives of tens of thousands of citizens. And the Jaegers you met today? I think they know that. But maybe it was impossible from the start. Fixing a country already being destroyed from within by Jaegers. You probably knew that too. Whoopsie. Well, you see, he was... he was my first love. Well, actually, he was the closest thing I had to a dad. Way back during the Northumbrian disaster, when the salt pail covered so much of the principality in a storm of salt, a man took in an orphaned infant. He was a former colonel in the army, and one of the people who founded the Northern Jaegers. As soon as I was old enough to understand anything, I knew that Jaegers who came back with foreign currency were considered heroes. The man who raised me was one of the leaders of the Northern Jaegers, the heroes of our homeland. I looked up to my dad more than anyone. Wanting to be just like him, I joined a juvenile Jaeger corps at the age of 10. After a few years of harsh training, I was admitted to the main corps at the tender age of 13. It was there that I experienced my first real battle. It was hell, a field of death, where lives are tossed aside to satisfy someone else's desires. There I lived, smoke and blood painted across my body, and there I stayed, eventually becoming the Jaeger known as the Purple Lightning. But after a while, it reached a point where I couldn't take it anymore. When I was 18, I was assigned command of a squad. We had a mission near Erebonia, fighting some proxy war on behalf of the nobles. The enemy was Needhog. My squad was destroying them, but just when we thought victory was ours. Our efforts to avoid dragging any civilians into the fight left us open to a counterattack. We got hit hard. And then my dad showed up and saved me. Even though he was serving as the commander for the entire corps, he came to our rescue and suffered a fatal injury for it.
Do you see now? This is the fate of all Jaegers. You must think long and hard on whether you wish to continue down this path.
It could have been because he was once part of the Principality's army, but he was quite the gentleman. Now that I think back, He never seemed to like the fact that I became a Jaeger. Anyway, he left me with those final words and passed away in my arms. I screamed and screamed until my voice gave out, until I passed out from utter exhaustion. When I woke up, I was in an Imperial Army camp.
Wow.
Yeah. Apparently they were there to check on the damage caused by all the Jaegers fighting. Neidhart and Mueller-Vander, who were both second lieutenants back then, were there too. They told me the battle had been over for a while, and all my comrades had already packed up and left for home. Hadn't even thanked them before rushing back to my hometown. And what greeted me when I got there were celebrations and congratulations from my friends and the townsfolk. We had lost my father, but we won the war we were hired for. The nobles had given us an enormous pile of Mira. That meant we wouldn't die of starvation during the coming winter. I was relieved, but my tears just wouldn't stop. In order to save my hometown from poverty, I covered myself in the smoke of war and the blood of innocents in foreign lands. Seeing the smiles on the faces of everyone in town and knowing the cost cut me deep. It was right then that I decided to quit being a Jaeger and leave my hometown. I joined up with the Bracer Guild, knowing I could put my combat skills to work and make some decent Mira if I hit A rank. That way I could send some money back home. Money that wasn't stained with blood. I'm not strong or kind, but I think I've finally started to get closer. Little by little. Closer to being like the man I admired so much. My dad. My commander. And my first love.
Yeah, no kidding. Her and me both. We both have daddy issues, I guess.
Yeah? No getting around the fact that I've got myself the daddy of all father complexes. But you know, lately I found myself attracted to some younger guys.
Oh, you don't say.
You got me talking too much. You don't watch yourself, you could make a real dangerous womanizer. Oh, and I'll have you know, I don't really appreciate being second after Little Miss Major. Well, with that, I bid you good night and sweet dreams.
Yeah, that one line right there is why I did the events in the order that I did. And again, thank you to Crimson Striker for telling me that. 'Cause otherwise, I would have had no idea. Yeah, kiss twice on the same day. Oh, I'm sure you will, Reen. But before we head back to our room, let's go to car 6 and talk to Valimar. There is nobody in the cars between 3 and 6. No.
That thing I showed you is called Zector. Sorry, that's the most I'm gonna say on that one.
Oh, yeah. Hey, do you know anything about Zector? Valimar would be a good person to ask, although his memory isn't the best. Oh. What is it? Okay, so it was the name of the Divine Knight piloted by the 6th Prince back during the War of the Lions. Oh. Oh, I thought that he was the pilot, so he didn't pilot it. Oh, so the pilot was the leader of a mercenary group, like a Jaeger group hired by the prince. Huh. Kinda sounds like Rutger, actually. Yeah, no kidding. Well, we kind of saw like a shadow of it, or a hologram of it, or something. It didn't look solid, it looked kind of transparent. Yeah, no kidding. Okay. Let's see if Valimar has anything else to say, because he's the only person awake, so I might as well talk to him here. Okay, so yeah, with that, let's head on back to our room, because there is no NPC dialogue to deal with. Everybody's just sleeping.
This is truly an honor. Here, a reward. This is truly an honor. Here, a reward. Keep it up.
Ooh. Yeah, we're getting lots of stuff today. We had a long day. Shan, Becky, Ferris. Wow, lots of photos. We can go ahead and proceed. Chapter 3 seems longer than the other chapters. I know that there's an extra field study day, and I guess that's why. But it also just seems like there's more to do. I don't know, that first day was pretty long. We'll see how long the second day is. What are these two doing? Are they like, why are they chasing each other? Are they flirting or something? What's going on there? Oh, hey. Oh, kind of wish that they would hang out with us a bit more, but I guess not. Oh. So Angelica's in Ordis, Sara is in Raquel, and Claire went to Heimdall. Yeah, pretty much we have to go around to the exact same places that we went to last time, but thankfully now we have quick travel to get there, so we should be able to take care of these much, much quicker. Okay. Yeah, I think that the exhausting task will be on the third day. No, we won't. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Semi-required? What the hell is semi-required? They're either required or they're not. What is semi-required? Oh, well. A giant monster appearing and vanishing. Okay. Okay, this is the road north of Raquel, so we haven't been there yet, so that place is new. Okay, a mock battle. That seems easy enough. We can do that. And... okay, this is from Ferris, so this is about the Kleist store and probably those rumors that we saw. Yeah, it kind of sounds like a cryptid. No kidding. Or maybe a magic knight or something, or a golem. You know, those kind of appear all the time, too. Oh, yeah, she is over in Raquel. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, what's the deal with those? Oh, okay, so we only have to complete 2 out of 3 in order to progress, but of course we're going to be completing all of them, and we're going to be starting them up next time on Let's Play The Legend of Heroes Treasure Cold Steel 3. This has been David. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and stick around for the end slate where we're going to be looking at those photographs, and don't forget, we're going to be doing NPC dialogue, because this is the next day, so immediately following this video will be NPC dialogue. Have a good day.